Audio speed. Camera speed.
Take one, two.
Okay, Rainee. What's your superhero name?
Superhéroe.
What?
It's a Spanish word for basically superhero, but it sounds cooler in Spanish.
That sounds way cooler in Spanish.
My story starts out when I went my freshman year to Seattle by move. I didn't really know what God had planned for me, but I was really excited to find out. We were offered the chance to accept a Kingdom Worker card, and I took the chance and I was really excited. And remember going up to my youth minister Joel and taking the card, and I sat there and I prayed, and then I opened my card and it said, Hola, learn a foreign language and go to a missions trip where that language is spoken. And I prayed and I promised God that I would go on a missions trip and that I would take Spanish all 4 years of high school so that I could go to South America. The next year, I took a Kingdom Worker card and I was sitting and I got antsy and I held it up to the light and I saw the word Hola just staring back at me. I just didn't understand how God would give me the same Kingdom Worker card when I was still working on my other Kingdom Worker card. Fast forward one more year, I was at Move and I got my card and I had all of my friends and we opened it up and it said, Hola, learn a foreign language and go on a mission trip where that language is spoken. And I almost passed out. I was in awe. The good Lord above knows that I'm so stubborn and that it would take 3 Kingdom Worker cards to get me to go through with it and for the rest of my life, do missions work. And it just showed me how powerful God is and how He's going to shape my life. So I plan on completing my 4 years of Spanish. I will then obtain a minor in Spanish, and then I will go start planning my mission trip to South America and hopefully touring as many Spanish-speaking countries in South America as possible. Hola, me llamo Rainee. Yo soy una trabajadora del reino de Dios.
Hey, will you join me in welcoming Rainee out to the stage? Good to see you. How's it going?
Pretty good, how are you guys?
Yeah, I'm so excited. We have so many cool people at CLY this week. So many cool people. I'm so excited that you're here. I know back in March, whenever we got together and we asked where you were going to go in Mission, Texas, and I was hoping that I was going to be able to go there, and here we are. This is just so exciting. Yeah, it's awesome. So we have these Kingdom Worker cards, and for those of you that don't know, there are these Kingdom Worker cards, and you saw Rainee's in her video, and they look like this. And what these are just an opportunity for you to take what you've done here, what God has been doing in your life here, and for you to go home and begin to maybe put that into practice a little bit, or for God to spark something in you for some kind of kingdom work that you can do it at home. And so your youth ministers have these, and they will pass them out either this morning or on your way home or something like that. They'll figure out how to best do that. And when you get those, here's what we're going to ask from you. You don't have to open this. You don't have to. Inside is a challenge, and you don't have to open it. But if you do, if you decide that you're going to, we're going to ask that before you open it, you are going to commit to doing whatever it says. And just so you know, there's a lot of these. There's a lot of different things that these say. And you've seen some of the stories of some of the other students that have opened these and have tried to really just seen those challenges through and everything. And there's a lot of different things that there can be. And so the chances, Rainee, if you're getting 3 in a row that are the exact same are just astronomical. I wouldn't want to do the math. I have no idea what it would possibly be. What were you thinking when you opened up, not just the second one, but then the 3rd year in a row, you opened up and you got the exact same card?
At first I really didn't know what to think. I had seen the second one and it was unbelievable, and then the 3rd one I almost passed out, and when I kind of was able to realize that it was the same thing, I was just I couldn't say anything but, how is this possible, you know? But the good Lord above, you know, that was the only answer that I could come up with, you know.
So that you were just that stubborn,
Yes.
and he just had to tell you that many times before you kind of figured it out. That's awesome. Well, what we did is we shot these videos that you've been watching back in March. We did something that we called the first annual Kingdom Worker Crash. And we sent out invitations to students all around the country that were doing kingdom work, Rainee being one of them. And we got together for 3 days in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we talked through just kind of their kingdom work and what they were doing, and we let them hang out with each other. Rainee was one of those 14 students, and so I'm just curious, it was the first time we'd ever done it before. Hadn't done it before. We're going to do it again this March. So for you being there, tell me about it. What was the best part about it for you?
The best part about it was probably making so many new friends. I mean, you guys got to see my friend Emily. She's from Lakeland, Florida, and we talk all the time, and all of us have a group message, and we're always talking to each other and helping each other and keeping updates on our kingdom work, and it's just really cool to be able to talk to my friends when they're out of state, you know, and doing their kingdom work, and just see how they're doing.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was amazing, really, for me, from the first evening that we got together, we all sat down and we had El Guapo Mexican food in downtown Tulsa. Kind of the instant camaraderie, and I knew kind of in that moment, I was like, oh man, these are friends. These people are going to be really friends. And so then this week, when I said, I'd like to bring you on stage after your video and talk to you a little bit, you said, yeah, Lily told me all about how that went in Nebraska, and I was so excited that you all were still keeping in touch and talking and stuff all the time. It's awesome. Well, we had 14 students come to the crash, but we know that those are not the only 14 students that are doing kingdom work. We know that a lot of you are too, and a lot of you have been doing it. So I'm curious, how many of you all have taken one of these and have opened it and have completed that challenge that was in it? How many of you all have done that? Go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and stand up right now. You've done that. That is awesome. I love that. Thank you all for that. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. So, like I said, your youth ministers have these. They're going to pass it out. So Rainee, I'm just, for someone that's got 3 in a row of the exact same thing and is actively working on seeing that through to completion, what would you say to a room full of students that are about to get these?
I would probably say to probably pray about it. You know, pray before you take it, and pray after and during. And you might not open it right away. And I mean, I did because I was stubborn. But you know, I would pray a month before I went to a CIY, you know, and I would pray during CIY and just really listen, you know. Don't just pray, but actually listen to what God wants you to do. And if you feel like opening it when you first get it, or 2 weeks from now, or even, you know, a month from now, just really listen for what God has in store for you, because it can be amazing. Like, you might even get 3 like me.
You might even get 3. Hey, and if you decide to open one of these, tweet about it. Take a picture of it, Instagram it, declare that that's what you're going to do, and then don't forget to put that up with hashtag Kingdom Worker, and it's a cool thing we can all kind of go through. But one of the things that I like about that is that as you go through Instagram and you look at these hashtag Kingdom Workers, you can actually see a lot of students that maybe have got the same card that you do, and you can actually begin to develop a relationship there and bounce ideas back and forth. It's an unbelievable community, unbelievable movement of students that are doing kingdom work. And right now, I'd like to introduce to you another one of our students at the crash. Her name is Chelsea.